Don't provoke me, cause I don't need no cellmates. I'm in a two-seat, doing drops like a mailman. This ain't no hoopty ass, she riding, she's a hell yeah. No, I won't lose sleep about no pussy, I'm like farewell. Yeah. I'm outside. I know how it feel to see your homie switch sides. I know how to put that Rolls Royce shit in drive. I know how to load a clip and shoot, we gotta ride. You ain't gotta lie to me, baby, no. You know it's a vibe every time we catch him off sides, he won't make it, no. Money on my mind, I can't get it all.
I've been outside, and we're inside here in TruePod Studios in Garfield, New Jersey. We're back at it again. My main man, Jonathan Hernandez, Kenneth Jorge, and a special guest today, Robbie Dapper. Let's go to my main man, John. What's up, brother?
Not much. Nothing much. Happy Halloween, by the way, guys. Happy Halloween. The year is 2023.
Pumpkins out there, got the kids trick-or-treating, and we're in here. And what are we talking about today, bro? You got something special for us today, something we haven't talked about.
I was about to say something. Wow.
I do it.
I was about to say we talking about your girl.
Stepping into the red zone, are we?
Nah. Today we're going to be talking about actually DSCR loans. DSCR loans and personal mortgage loans. How they differ from one another and what's required in order to get a DSCR and what's looked at as a DSCR loan. All right.
Okay.
So DSCR loan, very, very simple. It's a mortgage for your business, not you personally, but for your business. So if Alex owns AlexLovesPeople.com.
I like that.
I was about to say some other shit. Wow. But if AlexLovesPeople.com, your business, then your business can buy its own home. But there's different criteria. If you're looking to take that home and rent it out, then that's called a DSCR loan.
It's not called a DSCR. It's you can obtain a DSCR loan to purchase that home.
Okay, yes, correct. But it would be labeled to the bank if you're renting it out and you're telling them, hey, I want to purchase this property because I want to put a renter in there. It's going to be a DSCR loan. Okay, And the credit score is not that bad, actually, to get a DSCR loan.
What's the requirement? What's the line we got to pass?
620, but you don't want to get a 620 loan, bro, because you're gonna get a terrible interest rate, with the credit. Actually, credit, my man Robbo right here, Mr. Credit Guy,
the credit guru.
Yeah. Robbie's
welcome
credit.
to the show, Rob.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about yourself, Robbie. I know that I've met you, a couple of weeks ago. I mean, we went to the Magic show there at Devontae Magic. Had a blast.
Shout out Devontae Magic.
Yeah, man. It's always a good time when we go to the shows. And, tell us a little bit more about what you do and what exactly we're going to be talking about. Maybe a little bit of credit. I know that there is a company known as Horizon 360.
Yes.
So... Maybe you could tell us some more about that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. This is fun. My background, I'm a Fintech entrepreneur. So
okay.
What's Fintech? What is
financial technology?
Okay. Financial technology
Financial technology. So building technology for financial services. So obviously financial services are a very critical part of the world that we live in. And like you said, it's 2023. People are seldomly filling out an application with a pen and paper anymore. And so the technology that financial institutions use to get data from point A to point B, obviously regulation, security.
Compliance.
Yeah, exactly.
I can the whole process of a mortgage.
Yeah, I can go on my iPhone right now. I can order food to my doorstep at your house in New Jersey and have it there in a few minutes.
I don't live in New Jersey, guys. I live in Brooklyn,
North Dakota.
And
he almost gave away my fucking zip code address.
Hey, I was pointing at Kenny.
Yeah, I live in Montana.
But
you definitely don't live in Montana. Bro.
Yeah, I don't think you'd survive there. Get eaten by a bear.
Oh wow.
But yeah, so technology is huge right now, right? We see Uber, Instagram, all the stuff. So technology, it's only necessary. It's going to find its way into finance. And so there's a lot of opportunities. There's massive companies leveraging technology, right? So
Actually, Truthful Taxes this year.
Truthful Taxes.
Truthful
exactly.
Taxes this year actually has hired one of Robbie's companies to implement major financial technology behind Truthful Taxes to make it more powerful.
Super exciting. This is not like a drop where like applaud or anything of that. Like,
Nah, we're gonna applaud on December 13th.
We're working on something. We don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But yeah, so
the lion out of the bag.
Ah, look at you.
The big cat.
That sounds a little
Yeah, the big cat. No, so but yeah, I'm a fintech entrepreneur, specialized in building software for banks, lending software, underwriting algorithms, like all the stuff that
Yo,
happens
Al, you know what that
behind the scenes.
means? You know what that means?
What does that mean?
He's fucking rich. All the systems. All right. No, we got it.
So yeah, that's my background, and I've worked on a couple really large projects with some really, really prevalent people in the finance world, and so
Awesome.
I've been really fortunate to get to learn directly from the source, so the credit bureaus, the banks, understanding how they work and what they're looking for.
If there had to be a scale, right, from 0 to 100, right, 0 to 100, how well do you think you know the credit scoring process system?
So it's a dynamic system, right? So you hear about all these new FICO, right? FICO 8, FICO 10,
2,
FICO, right? They're constantly evolving. So banks, right?
Actually, mortgage uses FICO too.
Well, depending on what lender it is. So it's a whole. So credit is a racket. Call it what it is. It's a pay-to-play game, right? The banks and the credit bureaus, right? The banks are the credit bureau's biggest customers. They're the ones buying data, right? Because they got to know. Like,
so
hey,
the
how
bank is the
creditworthy
credit bureau's biggest customer.
100%.
Correct. They need for everything.
Yeah. So credit is a requirement, right? It's the barrier to get access to money. So the worse your credit score is,
The more money the bank,
the more expensive the money is. So it's in the bank's best interest to have you just high enough over the thing so that, they can at least justify lending you money, but they want it to be expensive because they want to make their money. And then if the banks are making money, the credit bureaus can charge the banks money for their services. So we're all just kind of caught in the middle. Right? You got the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is what protects consumer credit. So it's a whole racket. And at the end of the day, we got to figure it out. We got to navigate around it. And that's what, Horizon Credit is doing. It's pretty cool. So I'm here today. I've got a little bit of knowledge, a little expertise. We've been working on some stuff. So maybe you'll see more of me.
Yeah. I mean, look at, we're if you're going to be in the mortgage world at the end of the day, whether it's business or personal, you're going to need credit. All right. Now, we'll do another episode on business credit because my man Robbie here is like the business credit,
guru.
I wouldn't even. He would not even Michael Jordan. He's fucking. He's different.
Will Chamberlain.
All of them combined, So stay tuned to that episode, by the way. But I actually want to show you guys something. I actually got my software here, right, into the world. I'm gonna actually show you to the T what a mortgage will do for your actual tax return, right? And how to. You know what I noticed when it comes to the renting part, right? Rob, let's say you bought a property under your business, and you're collecting. I won't ask you how much you pay, but let's say you were renting the dream home of your life.
Okay.
Let's say $40 million, right? A $40 million home.
Damn.
Right? Yeah, yeah.
Some rent, I bet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the rent. So we're going to put that. Let's say you're the owner of that home, though.
Okay.
Well, let's reverse it. You're the owner of the home.
and you're renting it out to me.
And you're renting out to Ken,
All
right? The dickhead who's actually renting out $40 million home. All right? Because if you could rent the $40 million home, you should have bought a $20 million home.
Yeah.
So I want to show you as the owner of that $40 million home, and it could be a $400,000 home. I'm just playing with the numbers, right? Since we know that Robbie's really rich, we're going with 40 million. And by the way, I'm not tagging his Instagram, guys. All right, you won't be able to follow him. All right. So look I'm going to show you what you don't have to be scared about. Okay?
Cool.
Because if you was to rent him the home, you might be concerned about reporting the money that you're making from Ken.
Yeah.
You know, you might be like, hey,
That's taxable income.
you know, I only want to report 10,000 of it because then I'm going to have to pay taxes on it. Most people don't understand that you should report the whole thing because you're most likely not going to pay $1 on it anyway. So watch this. I'll ask you a question right now. If you netted let's call it, if you netted $50,000 on income,
Yep.
would you be happy if I said you're only going to pay $2,000 in taxes?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's essentially what I'm about to show you after entering everything that belongs to a mortgage and how it attaches to it if you were renting your place to him.
I love it.
All right, so look, I'm going to show you my screen. Al, can you do the cue? Look at me in the corner. Oh, wow. All right, so check this out, guys. This right here is a good friend of mine. All right. But, Mr. Angel. Hey, Oz, the infamous Oz. I'm using your shit minus your social security number. You're going to be fine. Yeah, so look it. No, it's masked off. Don't worry about it. I know you want to steal and everything, but we can't do that this episode. So look it. This is what's called a mortgage interest statement. And I know a lot of people get this, right? So let's say, Robbie, you had a mortgage on the property. You rented it to Ken, and you received, let's say, you paid $40,000 in interest. As you can see, I'm doing it live on the screen right there. And for Instagram world, this is a real scenario to the T. Cannot get any clearer than this when filing taxes. You pay $40,000 just in interest, and let's say you pay $30,000 in property taxes. You see, that's $70,000 right there. Okay, $70,000. Now watch this. Let's say I make it into a business. Robbie has now rented that property. Oh, wow. Look at the name of that. 184 Love Her A Lot Street. That's
definitely Oz.
Yeah.
That's definitely Oz.
That's my address.
Yeah. So look at 184 Love Her A Lot Street is the address of the property. It's a single family residence, right? And I put home test because it's a location, New York, 10038. Robbie has rented. Sorry, let me uncheck that. Robbie has decided to rent his home to Kenneth for 365 days out the whole year, and Robbie did not live in that home one day out the year. You got that so far?
Yep.
All right, now watch this. Robbie received in rental income $100,000. Look at that, Rob. $100,000 in rental income. You received $100,000 in rental income from Ken. Very simple.
Annually.
Annually, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So now, watch what just happened right there. Look at this, guys. Just to show you the direct effect of what this does. You go to summary. You pull this here. Right now, this person made 190 G's. If you made 190, right, and I give you another $100,000 in rental income, how much is your new income?
290.
All right, very simple.
Smart guy.
So I know the class over here is amazing. You want to join the tax partnership?
I barely nailed
You want to
it.
join the tax partnership? All right, so look, I add $100,000. Look what happens to your income: $290,000 instantly.
Yeah.
Now Robbie's concerned. He's like, "Damn, my bill was $24,000. Now it's $60,000, bro. I don't want to pay that." All right, so here's the real scenario. Now, Robbie has a mortgage on it. So now I attach that mortgage, right? Look at this. I'm going to just go main home for now, but it won't work if it was a Schedule E. You see, it didn't import nothing. But if I turn it into an actual property, watch what happens, guys. Let me turn to the Schedule E, sorry. Let me connect it here. Home test. Let me link it. All right, now watch this. You see how it imported the interest that I showed you, the 40,000? You see how I imported the taxes of 30 grand? Guess what, Robbie? 70,000 of that income is already wiped out.
I'll take it.
I didn't even put $1 in repairs, electricity, groundskeeping.
Yep.
Let's add that. Let's say
management.
Kenneth, being an asshole, came home really drunk one day to Robbie's property. He slipped and bust his face on the sink, which broke the pipe, which caused a major leak.
Almost.
All right?
True.
First of all, his lease is definitely going to end somewhere like 5 months down the road on that. But let's say that costs 15 grand, right? But let's make it more beautiful and just put asshole Ken broke sink. All right?
You're missing the E on.
All right, yeah, sorry about that. All right, cool. And it cost 15 grand. All right. Oh, no, that's 150. All right, 15 grand. Look what happens now. That is now $85,000 in expenses. Let's say Rob pays for the utilities in the house, another $790. Let's say, by the way, Rob decides to take the depreciation on the home as well, because a home is a depreciating factor, even though it's an asset. Even though it appreciates in value, the actual structure depreciates. Exactly. Because people like Ken, if I'm there, it's appreciating every way. I'm taking care of your house. If Ken's there, trust me, you're not having floors for 2 hours.
Trust me, it's 10,000.
So now watch this. Let's do the number. Let's do the number on depreciation. Can you look up the I think it's 3.63. Go to Google right now and look up the depreciation factor on it. But I think it's 3.63.
Does that vary in different states or different
I don't
areas?
know that.
Because like a house by the beach where I live, they just get hammered.
Yeah. Oh,
like
I
your
didn't.
house, like within
That's a good factor
years,
to find out. I don't know the answer. I do see that.
It's
It's 5%. No. You got to put home depreciation.
So what is the depreciation rate for a house?
No. You want to look You want to look up IRS depreciation, home depreciation rate. I think it's 3.63.
Yeah, I've got some friends who have like beach houses in Hawaii, and they'll spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars a year just maintaining them. Cause they just get hammered by that.
3.636%.
Ah, I told you. All right, so check it out. This is how we do it. Rob, let's say Rob bought that home for $700 grand. It's always the purchase price of the home, not the value of the home.
Yep.
And that's very, very important, because people will begin to depreciate at a higher rate every year because homes appreciate in value. So Rob spent $700,000, and on $700,000, you times that by 3.63%. Where are you? Percent. Oh, this is the other calculator. Don't worry. Let me pull up a better calculator. All right. Sorry about that. So 700 grand, and you times that by 3.63%. Shit. All right, let me do that again. 700,000 times 3.63%. Robbie can take away another $25,410 as a write-off on depreciation
every year.
Every year
For 27 years.
for 27 years. So look at another. I'm just gonna put 25.
What happens after that 27 year? Then it's just you got to rebuild the house.
Well,
No longer
most of the time you don't, but you can't. You won't be able to depreciate anymore on that home.
It's like it's
But also understand, when you sell a home, you
what? No. Well, when you sell the home, you got to do a depreciation recapture. But that's a whole other thing. I'm trying to show you where this now. I'm trying to show you how Robbie can still
how
report
much money we're saving here.
the full.
Correct.
Well, no, not to be afraid to report the full rental income that you're receiving. Most people don't receive $100,000 on one property in rental income.
So I just want to say something real quick. I learned this recently. Truthful Taxes, Truthful everything that Jonathan does. Truthful Taxes, the meaning behind it is not maybe what people assume, because it's like a trusty word.
It's more like an oxymoron.
Well, no, what he means when he says truthful taxes is you're going to be truthful with your taxes.
correct.
And you're still going to win. It's not It's not like cut corners, get as many deductions to save money. It's do your taxes on it, like genuinely honest, and we'll make sure that you still are in the best possible position. So I thought that was cool. I don't know how many of your followers know that, but
I think with on my client.
Well, they know that as they become clients and tax partners. From the outside is, they're just another tax company, but I see a lot of people associated with them. You know, I'm interested, but let me see. But once they become a client and once they become a tax partner, they go, oh, shit, this is the real deal. Well, so in this case, this would be a real deal of a mortgage of somebody who was renting an income, made $100,000 in profit,
And didn't have to.
And
was
didn't
fairly.
watch this though. It got even better. So we got $40,000 in interest, $15,000 in repairs, $30,000 in real estate taxes, $790 in utilities, $25,000 appreciation. In total, Robbie, by not evading the IRS, and said, "Hey, I want to keep myself out of jail and feel good when I sleep at night. I have $110,000 expenses. Isn't $110,000 expenses more than $100,000 that he made?" So watch the new income, guys. It's back to $190. You would think it'll go to $180, but no. You could only write off just as much as you made in income
on that property.
On your property. The IRS won't let you abuse them.
So it's that negative 10K. It's not like a credit that goes to.
It's not a credit,
but it's a
washout. It washes out at the maximum amount of what you made in rental income.
We'll take that all day long.
Oh, 100%. Because wouldn't you want to make $100K and not pay $1 in taxes?
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
And have an asset,
correct,
appreciating asset kind of paid itself.
Yeah.
Correct. So in this case,
an appreciating asset that you can save the money on all the expenses, depreciation of the property itself, while still your equity grows.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So I know yesterday you had a question. What makes you different than everyone else?
Yeah.
And to piggyback on what you mentioned about truthful taxes, is that we're, and this is something I have a conversation with all my clients, is we're gonna do it the right way.
Yeah.
And we're gonna show you. It's more about information. So most we come across especially new clients that have rental properties or have business, and the person's just doing it for them.
Yeah.
They have no information. I know people grossing $1 million don't know the difference between an S corp and an LLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So what we do is just transparency. Here's all this information. Let's do it the right way. We're all pro paying taxes, but the right amount of taxes. Let's not cut corners, because long term you're creating a ceiling. There's so many people that would love to have multiple properties, but they're scared.
Or they don't. I don't think they understand.
Oh, they understand.
A big reason is understanding.
More achievable than what they think.
Correct.
So I held a seminar with a real estate company. Well, shout out to JT Morrell. He brought me in. He wanted me to educate his peers who are in the same field as him on taxes. So he said, "Bro, come down, please. I think they would really love this." And I did the same thing what I just showed you right now. And Rob, it was this in the room. Because they were stuck. And in my head, I'm going like this. If you're so wowed out by this, you're in trouble. Why? Because you're so far behind in a field. You need to know this more before you get in that field.
Well, and I think there's a huge misconception because, right, we're all in finance.
Mm-hmm.
And people assume, like, oh, you work in finance, you must know how it works.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a big industry. Like I could talk to you all day about a credit score or how it's, how to manufacture it, manipulate it, tweak it, twerk it, whatever.
What?
Yeah.
He turned to a stripper twerking.
Hey,
whatever it takes.
How you twerk a credit score?
Hey, look.
You get it. You take it from real low and you bring it on up real fast.
You're right.
And then you can drop it back down real quick. I'll show you how to do it.
Oh man, I just got a visual.
Yo, that was a good recovery. And I get it though, like up and down. Yeah.
But I don't know the first thing about taxes. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like I don't. I'm a cowboy. Right, I'm a risk taker.
Yeehaw.
I'm always looking for a tax guy who's like, dude, just make it work.
But you see,
that's what
I'm sorry.
love.
I'm sorry when you say stuff like that, and if you were a new client coming in and you say, hey, just take it, make it work, I don't want your papers.
Yeah.
Well, what I love is
because you're gonna ask me too many questions throughout the whole year. Right? And as your situation becomes more complex, you're going to ask more questions versus me going, bro, if you would have just spent 2 hours with me for the first year, you won't be asking fucking questions like this.
That's what. So the reason I want to pass it to someone and say make it work is because nobody has presented it the way you guys do, which is, hey, yes, you can pass it off to me, but let's sit down and make a plan.
Correct.
Because I'm an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
There's years where I'm going to be winning and winning. There's going to be years where I'm going to be losing.
You heard
Right?
that? You heard that, guys? Yo, guys, you just heard one of the most powerful sentences, I think, on the internet right now. There's going to be years and years and years that you winning. And then you may just actually lose heavily that year.
Well, I always equate it to think of any sport, right? I like to play golf, but I was
Yeah, that's
an
rich
athlete.
shit.
I
That's
was-
rich shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or it's just some white shit. I don't know.
No, we're all golf guys. Well,
Yeah, Kenny golfs. Kenny's
I
a golfer. But if you look at these guys, they lose 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Right, but we're used to seeing the highlights. We see Tiger Woods. We see who wins every week or every
Correct.
big tournament. But if you're one of these guys on tour, you're always losing. You're hoping to win once or twice in your career, or
Yeah.
maybe get in the top 5, top 10. But these guys become experts at losing, and that is, if I were to tell any entrepreneur, that's what you got to do. You got to lose really well, because all you got to do is win once, and you get the payday. Right? These guys.
Yeah, I never heard
Nowadays
that.
in the
You gotta
PGA
learn
Tour,
how to
these
lose
guys
really
win-
well.
Win one event. They're
Are you a good loser?
Oh, yes, I've been losing my whole life.
well practiced?
No, yeah, but we speak of that often.
Wait, I want to speak. Are you a good loser?
Nah. I mean, I've been knew this. It's a Bruce Lee proverb, but everybody wants to learn how to win, but nobody wants to learn how to lose.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to learn the art of dying.
We touched on this topic often. Remember, probably 2 years ago, we were coming across. I'm not gonna say losing, but every time we hit like a no, within like 2 weeks, we had like
A better yes.
A better yes.
Yeah.
So it got to the point that we would go somewhere, or we would come across something that we're trying to take care of, and we'll get to know, and we'll look at each other like,
You're like a glutton for pain.
Oh.
You want it. You're looking for. You want to get in the trenches.
Yo, you know
Correct.
what? I think the biggest reason why I've been blessed to be successful, and that's a blessing at the end of the day, right? It's blessed to be successful, is that I've lost a tremendous amount of personal, business, friends, everything throughout this whole journey, but I took only the good out of the loss.
Absolutely.
And I immediately reacted on it. Immediately. And that's where a bunch of your losses can really be detrimental, because it's based on your reaction of the loss.
Yeah.
How fast you respond to it. If you take too long for that loss to really, take over your life, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to think you're losing, nothing you do is right. And now, what is the good out of that loss? Because you think that all loss is bad. There's no loss that's bad if you correctly learn from it.
There's that saying: you win or you learn.
or you learn. So I often get
Yeah.
like direct messages or text messages, either people I don't know or people I do know. And I remember probably like 7 months ago, someone asked me like, "What changed?" There's obviously a difference.
Yeah.
Right?
Not
I
your
said,
height.
not my height. So I did say this. It's like, you know what? It was quick, and I was like, the only thing I could think of is I lost the fear of losing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't. I have no care. It doesn't bother me. I don't lose sleep on losing. It's to an extent kind of look forward to it, because I know after that loss, there's the learn, and then there's immediate growth.
Well, it's pretty interesting when you look at some of what we consider some of the most successful people just today, right? You look at like some of these athletes. There's some artists. There's a lot of people.
Talking about athlete, not to cut you off, hold that thought. Do you know that Robbie was a professional X Games snowboarding professional? Like, this dude was flying like Cinderella through the snow.
I know. I seen him on ESPN2, like in 2000.
ESPN too.
Definitely
So you talking-
ESPN2. Remember ESPN2?
Robbie's in the X Games out
No,
here.
for real.
For real?
Rob.
I was a professional snowboarder.
Okay.
I never.
Oh, he was
I
taking him down. Yeah.
I was an alternate in the X Games a couple times.
Okay.
Never
What does that
actually-
mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
the
So-
X Games is like the Olympics for.
Before the Olympics, it was like the big.
The big thing.
the
I know.
Big thing. No, like so. Yeah, I mean, it's a big. It's a broadcasted thing. They've got like 10 athletes that are gonna do a
Yeah.
contest, and if someone gets hurt, they need someone to sub in. Or
Got
whatever.
it.
So they always have like a couple alternates. So I was an alternate a couple of years. But yeah, I snowboarded professionally.
Sean White must be your boy.
He beat up on everyone.
He was different.
Yeah, he's different. But again, another very successful person. And I think the thing that's interesting to take away is like I said, you look at some of these athletes, entertainers, whatever. A lot of these people learn kind of what we're talking about, right? How to master losing, and they take that same kind of methodology and they apply it to other things.
Yeah,
and it works, right?
Yeah, and then you think that they're great at everything that they do. It's just they just take that methodology.
Yeah. Well, and they're not scared to lose because they're cool with it. Because at the end of the day, right? Like, I don't know.
What if it works out? That's it. Like, what if?
Well, I think a lot of people are scared of success. I was.
Really?
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it.
I've never.
I didn't realize it, but that's what it was. It was like, I think what it is we're scared of change.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, bad, or indifferent change, right? Like, look at it. If you work for a company and they implement some new process, no one likes it.
Is it scared of success or scared of the responsibility or what it would take to get there?
I think it's all the above. I don't think we understand what the next level is like. It's different. It's going to be different in every single way, right? Your diet will probably be different, your morning routine, your relationships, everything, right? You know, you hear all these successful people talk about, you know, who you surround yourself with. So if you're going to grow, you're probably going to have to fire some people.
Yeah.
You know, and that's scary. And you're going to have hard conversations. And people are going to be
always
like,
the hardest.
Say, man, you changed.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
So
watch. Let's say, you know, Kenneth owns a really, really like good pizza spot, right? Called Wahisa. Yeah. He owns it.
We had dinner there last night.
Me and Robbie was scarfing down on food over there. You know, I got a little hit, caught 2 margaritas, went home, and I drank 6.5 bottles of water at 2 a.m. I was like a big guppy fish.
I had the same thing.
So
I don't know what it was, yo.
I woke up at 2 a.m.
So it wasn't a migraine. It's technically a hangover.
No, I didn't have a hangover. I had I don't know what happened, but I know I drank a lot of water that morning. But no, to touch on what I was saying with Ken's thing is that let's say you make $1 million now. You was making $100,000 a month. Now, you know, you hired somebody that was great. And now you're making $1 million, you're killing it, right? And now that great person becomes disgruntled. But now, Ken, you already changed your lifestyle on $1 million. Mm-hmm. Guess what? You're going to have to make a hard decision now because you're going to be like, damn, I got to let this person go. You know, fuck, shit. But if I keep them here, I'm going to go back to $100,000 and other people are going to lose their jobs because maybe you took that $1 million and you opened up another business. Correct. And now that $1 million is really tied to 5 other businesses and 20 other employees. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you got to make a hard decision that if you don't make this, everything else is affected. Yeah. You know what you're doing, right? You're firing that person.
Yeah.
All right? And you're not doing it because you want to hurt them. You're doing it because you're actually helping 20 others be employed because that person is disgruntled now.
Correct. I think we've had this conversation offline where at some point in success, and I get where fear comes in, at some point you will have to be the bad guy. Yeah. And for some people, that's something that doesn't sit well with them. Me, it might be the norm.
You're fucking bad right now. Nobody likes you, Ken.
I look at my main focus.
You gotta stay on a podcast. Nobody fucking likes you.
My main focus. Stop that. You see that narrative. My main focus is the overall picture. Yeah. If you're disgruntled, then you move out the way. There's 20 other people that is not, right?
Well, I think also it's like, right, you're not the bad guy. You're the good guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone else.
You're trying to help make somebody else be better. Correct. They're not stepping up, so you got to let them go. Correct. That's part of being an owner and a leader in a business is you're guiding people and coaching them on how to achieve their goals, but then they're not walking through the door that you walk through, which is, you know, trying to improve, wake up earlier, have a better routine, be a little bit more, you know, tight, like.
Yeah.
But it's all simple stuff.
But everyone in success, like I said, that's you and I could be norm. We won't lose sleep. And someone like John, it's something that part of success is something that bothers him, right? That's just hypothetically.
Yeah.
I'm great at a lot of things. I'm actually not great at building up the tenacity and the I don't give a fuck to let you go.
Yeah.
That's very hard for me.
Yeah.
It's very, very hard for me.
Well,
I still struggle with it. I don't like it. But I do find myself more recently not giving a fuck.
Well, I think that's a form of quitting also, right?
Yeah.
You're not a quitter,
No, I'm not a
right?
Yeah.
But like firing somebody is kind of like,
yeah,
it's like quitting on yourself. You're like, you know what?
I never thought of it like
I'm
that.
not ready to let you go. Like I'm still trying to get you to the top of the mountain. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you're the Sherpa. They want to
Like
climb to the top.
Alex
You're like,
could have
hey.
got fired more than 40 times during this podcast. All right, or 80 other podcasts. But it's like I'm not gonna fire him.
Yeah.
It's my boy.
You know, John made a point. So in my
Alex, you can never get fired, bro.
Yeah.
You can only fire yourself. Remember that.
So
Actually, I always say that. Matter of fact,
I was gonna say
Rob,
that right before he said it.
You know what? I have, and I'll say it confidently on camera to anybody. In being in charge at Mount Sinai Medical Center with hiring, I've hired over 200 people there. At the YMCA, probably about 150 people I hired. So I've been blessed to be in a position of hiring and letting go. But I've always was proud of letting the people go because I said they fucking fired themselves. They didn't show up to work for 4 days. He wanted you fired. I never said, I don't like this person. You know what? I'm firing them. I don't like to work with them. No, I've never did that.
Well, I think that's so. John and I have got we've become very close very quickly.
Yo,
And-
internet, chill out, bro. It's nothing like that. Have respect. You know,
We be having slumber parties. No, so,
they're looking at his shoes. There, John's fucking lying right now.
no, these are my.
Let's see those. Look at those.
I got them from Prince. He had a estate sale.
For who?
Those are Prince. They belong to Prince.
What?
joke.
The artist formerly known as Prince.
No. You know why? You know why I'm saying this?
'Cause it's
I don't.
believable.
No. It's very believable. I gotta tell the story before you jump into your shit. Yeah. So hold you to it, Rob. I went to see Robbie out in Cali, right? And you know, there's different levels to shit, right? So he brings me to his deck, whatever. I'm chilling. He brings me down the steps. And you know me, I'm a car enthusiast, right? So I'm like, yo, oh shit, that's a dope old school. Like there's an old school car sitting underneath his patio, right? Yo, ready, guys? I'm gonna fuck you up with this. So I'm like, that's a dope old school car. It's like a 70-year-old car, like probably even more. And I'm like, damn, it's in good condition though. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, you know, very mellow. He's like, yeah. You know whose car that is? And I'm like, all right, first of all, there's fucking 7 billion people on the planet. I definitely know who the fucking car that is, right? This is where I said, Robbie's, he's a smooth dude. You ready? You ready, guys? He said, you know whose car that is? I said, who? He goes, that's Walt Disney's car.
So you have Mickey Mouse's car.
I said, Walt, like the whole Mickey Mouse Mini. He's like, yeah, Walt Disney, like the real one. I'm like, Mr. Walt. Mr. Walt. I said like this. I said, all right, yeah, that's cool. Yo, immediately, I sent a text to one of my people. I said, yo, I'm not rich enough, bro. Something's wrong. yo. He had Walt Disney's car underneath his fucking patio, bro.
But back to what we were saying when it comes to
You can't even get back to that subject.
Segue back in.
I'm like, how are we gonna go from Walt Disney's car to
No, it's a classic truck
yeah.
that
You had to defend it.
No, I'm just gonna give a little backstory. It's a classic truck I purchased from a very, very close friend who I grew up with, who happens to be
I need
the
friends like that.
great grandson of.
No comment.
It's like it was like a barn find on one of their ranches.
Yo, who's your father, bro?
Definitely not Walt.
Hey, it's
Hey, look.
it's just what it is.
Hey, look. Opportunity was
No, but what I was saying, John and I have gotten really close.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
we
yeah,
met just serendipitously, right? The
Yeah.
universe opens up for you.
Yeah.
And I'm owning and running a fintech company with my best friend, business partner, who's freaking badass, like
Mm-hmm.
developer, smart mofo.
Won't say his name, but that's a bad boy.
Yeah. And he's like, most of the algorithms that banks are running came out of his brain.
You heard what I
And-
said? You heard what he said?
Hmm?
Nah, you didn't hear what he said. I don't think you heard what he said. The internet didn't hear what he said. But it's fine, but you'll understand one
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
So we met, and it was just crazy. It was like a mirroring image, like his operation that you guys have, what
Yeah.
John's
It's
built,
scary.
and what we have. Same culture, same approach, like same thing. And we were just like, it was like a magnet. And we're having a lot of fun. And that's where, like, our side
We
of
have not
finance
had
and
fun yet.
technology
You heard?
No,
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I asked that question. We have fun. You see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You see
No,
our,
we-
we our banter. Like if you sit with us for like 10 minutes, you think we're like we just go. We're always having fun. Now, my question was to that individual was how productive, from his perspective, can we maintain the fun, but still create greatness?
That's
So-
always the
So
balance,
in
right?
his what was his response?
No,
It was great. It was a great response.
I'm
You
going to say it
remember?
like this. That's the type of work that my body needs to feel if I want to be involved. I need
Yeah.
to be able to have fun, but be so fucking productive that it makes it look like we're not even trying.
Exactly. It's like the flow state.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was probably day 3 of like 18 hours, like 3 a.m,
Yeah.
and it's just like it'll go in waves
Yeah.
of like super productive and rabbit hole. You know.
I
how-
got my voice is hoarse because I just got off of one of those benders,
So then it was
What's a
like
bender?
just nonstop.
nonstop.
Oh, I
We-
immediately thought like a porn site for some reason.
No,
like, I don't know
bro.
what's wrong
He
with
was
that.
never. He was down. So my thing was crazy. I
like a
don't know
wave.
what sites you get on, but
No comment.
and that was a conversation. So
Yeah.
his response was, "That's a puzzle worth figuring out."
That's the puzzle we're figuring out. No, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm on a one-way ticket here.
Yo,
I'm supposed to leave a couple days
real,
ago.
real,
Like,
no,
literally, I'm
real
just
shit. So,
running it.
you know, the Cali internal team came, stood at my house, right? Because we got to work, we got to do
Yeah,
some
yeah,
stuff, right? We're basically gonna change the world one day, all right?
Yes.
At least with what we do.
Change the world
And
more.
So it takes a lot of planning, a lot of honestly. We can't even do this via Zoom. It's literally, we spoke about this 6-7 months ago. I had to buy beds for them so they could live in my house when they're here, bro. Literally, right?
Yeah.
Literally. So, yo, that's guys. Do you understand the type of mindset that I'm trying to bring y'all into? I had to buy people beds to live in my house so we can get this done. I didn't say we got to go have a drink. No, I need you to live with me, bro. Okay?
We're doing it.
And I need you to hold my kids. Robbie has been the sickest babysitter over the weekend
Yeah.
that there is. But it takes that level of commitment in order for you to actually want to even begin scratching the surface of being successful.
Well, and I think it starts with an understanding that you can't do this and have it be like end goal oriented. Like, oh, I'm just doing this to hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
You have to become obsessed with the process and fall in love with it. And that's what we've been doing. Like I said, I've been on a one-way flight. I should probably head home. I've got a wife. My voice is hoarse. We've been working all hours and talk, but it's the time you spend. We're talking, brainstorming, and that's where like the bonds are built, and that's where like all the excitement really comes from.
And part of that, and like we've done those benders where and I tell John and P, throughout all this BS that we go left, and then John's brain goes here and here, we'll circle back, and then boom.
Yeah,
we
no, but
just hit.
that's the process.
And that's the
right?
process.
You got to get super abstract and throw a bunch of shit at the wall and see what sticks, and then from there you start to.
The good thing is that we all have amazing futures, and the people that we lead as well as are around, we want just as much for them, right? Because, God puts people in certain people's lives at perfect times for a specific reason. And the the timing of your company along with our company being almost identical, but one's on the West Coast and the East Coast.
It's kind of a trip. It's
you can't I sat down with him and I told him, let's not even try to figure this out anymore. Let's just take it for what it is, which is God's work, and let's do what we do best. Let's help change lives. That's it. You know?
It's like two unicorns meeting.
Yeah.
You know what's
Middle of
crazy?
nowhere, going like, ooh.
I think when I saw something, the puzzle connect, you know what I speak of, like I literally fell off the chair because it was like, and I think everyone was like, oh shit, because I tend to just be like just lay back, I throw my little jabs and talk my little shit, but I'm just observing, and when I saw the connection. There we go. That's what my mind did. Exactly that.
That was good.
It was just because once again I see it. I'm like, oh, shit, he's gonna connect, and I see it because I'm seeing it getting close, and when it was just like both entities just became one.
Pizza.
Yeah, guys, just know that 2024, 25, 26 is gonna be epic.
2024.
Oh my
Just
God.
know.
Do you guys cuss on here?
I
feel like
no, we do it. It's a full blown 18
Yeah, it's
over.
gonna fuck some shit up.
No, it's gonna be bad.
2024.
That was so nice. He asked for permission to curse.
Yeah,
No offense, that's some white shit.
that's natural podcast
That's
etiquette.
what I
right
No,
there.
that is because we want to monetize. But
but
I ran into a tax partner that came by the pizzeria, and it's like, I was like, I'm sure if John is here, he would probably tell you way more than I would because I'm naturally like reserved and like guarded with information until it's ready. And I was like, but just know that 2024, everyone's life is gonna change.
Yeah.
She looked at me. I'm like, I wish I could tell you
funny?
more.
You know what's funny, Ken? And we're gonna end the show with this,
Yeah.
right? Because we can keep going on and on and on, right? Because greatness, you can have conversation on greatness all day.
Yeah.
We're so good at this, bro. Right? And you, my man, you do everything with me except for shower. That you don't even know what we got planned. Put it like this.
December.
Put it like this. We do it on purpose. So on that day, you're going to go, what the fuck?
I was previewed to some.
No, you wasn't. No.
To a little bit.
Robbie, he don't know.
No, I have no idea.
No
I
one
know.
knows. Everybody wants to know, of course.
There's only
Part of
3
being in
people
the
who
crew.
knows. And it's Robbie, my one of the other unicorns, and me. Other than that, stay tuned to December 13th. And maybe we actually might.
We might trickle some breadcrumbs, but
We might trigger some breadcrumbs. Or maybe that day for the world, beyond Truthful Taxes, we might actually live stream the event. Maybe. I don't know.
oh, there you go.
Alex.
Hi.
Yo, other than that, amazing show, bro. Despite the 44 fuck-ups by Alex, other than
Look,
that,
alternative facts are not facts.
it's amazing.
They're falsehoods.
This was great. Many more to come. We back here every Tuesday. We're going to be shooting 2 or 3 episodes a week. So stay tuned to the funness, the creativity, as well as the gems. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Thanks for letting me crash.
Yes,
it.
Robbie. No, thank you.
I'll be back.
Yeah,
I'll be a regular, but until December, I'm pretty much living at the house.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, man.
yeah.
And Kenny Taxes is back, man.
Yeah.
We're back.
So
We're
put
gonna
that
talk some
bow and let Robbie unwrap you.
shit. Hey.
Nah. Later. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.
All right, we're out of here. TruePod Studios in Garfield, New Jersey. We had a great show. If you have any comments and questions, please leave them in the comment section. We're out of here, guys. Cheers.
Just don't provoke me, cause I don't need no cellmates. I'm in a 2-seat, doing drops like a mailman. This ain't no hoopty ass, she riding, she's a hell yeah. No, I won't lose sleep about no pussy, I'm like farewell. Yeah. I'm outside. I know how it feel to see your homie switch sides. I know how to put that Rolls Royce shit in drive. I know how to load a clip and shoot, we gotta ride. You ain't gotta lie to me, baby, no. You know it's a vibe every time we catch him off sides, he won't make it, no. Money on my mind.